We are live, and this is really annoying me. All right, let me just put it up on Les Socials. God damn. What is going on? All right, everyone's in. Just put up on Insta, YouTube, Swoop Luke. Come have a chat. Come have a squawk, mate. Come have a squawk. All right. What is going on? What is going on? We've got 17 viewers at the moment. That's good. Hopefully it'll change a little bit. Where was that? Where was that link? Who was that Linky Dinky? How do I? You can tell I do this a lot, don't you? Blue Broads in the chat. What's going on? Oh yeah, dope. All right. Here's the link. There's your link if you want to join in and have a chat. We can dissect, what went wrong and what went right, because there was a lot of things that we did positively, which is always nice. I just want to just copy some of these links so I can post on my socials. What I'll be doing today as well is I'll be looking at the comments as well and putting up some comments and talking over there and stuff like that. So let's just stroll through the comments. All right, let's jump this one up. So Bit of Footy says, thought we had it when Tabs was out, but Lob and Tracy took over. Yeah, I thought when Taberner went down, and I was like, oh, sweet. But Taberner was always 50-50. He wasn't having, the best of times with that injury he was coming back from. But man, when you let Rory Lobb fucking dominate you, it says a lot about your game. But Tracy did well. What can you do? What can you fucking do? How do I take? All right, beautiful. All right, so that's how that works. Easy. All right, we got Kev's Magpies on, so let's have a chat with Kev. Remember, follow that stream. I'll post it again. And jump on. Let's have a chat. If you are on any of the Facebook groups, any of the Collingwood Facebook groups, put that in there as well, and get them involved. But yeah, anyway, all right, let's go. It's the first one.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Oh, not too bad, man.
I have headphones. That's all right. What are your thoughts on the game, mate?
First quarter, we needed to kick a goal or two because we had them on the ropes in that first quarter.
Yep.
Don't know about you. And the third quarter, where we kicked, I think it was 5 goals or something, compared to when they came back a little bit. But it's just like John Noble today, like he went back with the ball, just misjudged it. It seemed like he didn't want it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a turning point when Johnny Noble, he really misjudged that the flight of that ball. But that like you said, that first quarter we were up by, I think we were either up by 2 goals at one stage or a goal at one stage, and we had all the momentum at the start. And then then we just didn't. When we needed to kick a goal, we didn't kick it, and we let them get back into it. And that's just classic Collingwood, isn't it, Kev?
Well, pretty much. And Mason Cox slipping over today a couple times.
Yeah,
When
yep,
he took that mark right in front of me, 50 meters out, I think it was, and then he went to pass it off backwards or sideways. Like, mate, you're a good kick. You can go back and kick that. Like, it doesn't matter
yeah,
if we miss it.
exactly. Yeah, and that's exactly right. That's what we were saying as well. Like that kick from Mason. Yeah, he was about 50 meters out, and he opted to go to John Noble at true centre half forward position, and obviously it didn't work out. Like you said, he can probably kick 40, 50 meters, just hit the top of the goal square, and you create a 50-50 ball. It becomes a stoppage, or a cheeky one around the off the ground or something. It becomes a goal. There was a lot of sliding doors moments in that game. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. That was a bit of a low point. We missed a couple of easy set shots as well.
What about the Maynard one? Like, I heard John the Brown went off at Maynard, said, cost his team a go, but that was a free kick to us. No way that should have been a free
Mm.
kick to them.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, that was crazy. That wasn't. Definitely wasn't a free kick to uh, Liam. No, Liam Henry.
Henry, yeah, that's the one.
Henry. Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't a free kick to him. If anything, yeah, it was definitely a free kick for Maynard, but it killed our momentum. And look, it's kind of like it reminds me of the, even though everyone hates when I bring it
2018
up.
grand final.
Yeah, but in the sense that not that it was because of what happened to Maynard. It was that yes, that killed our momentum, but we had chances to win the game and ice the game, and we just didn't. And as much as that sucks that umpiring decision happened, and it's shit, and we should be upset about it. We should have fucking been in front.
We should have won that, yeah.
Yeah,
Our skills were sometimes poor, but then when we moved the ball quickly, we were able to get some scores and goals out of that as well.
100%.
Mychek was another one that I think he played pretty decent. Thomas
Yep.
was another one that fought hard, and even Jamie Elliott as well.
Yeah.
Will Hoskinelli, I thought he played pretty good too.
Yeah. Everyone everyone did their parts, but it was an individual effort as opposed to a team effort. Kev.
The game plan. Do you think there was much about Bucks in from Buckley style, or has it changed a bit?
I don't think
Because
it. I don't think it's changed at all. There's not much. There's not much Harvey can do after being there for 10 years under Buckley. Harvey wasn't going to reinvent the wheel overnight, and you know, if anything, the game plan was a little bit slower than it usually is. So that's a good question. Yeah, if anything, it was a little bit slower. I want to get Yani on next, but Kev, thank you so much for joining me, mate. Always the first one
thanks,
in.
Luke.
Love
Yeah,
that.
thank you, man.
Have a good one, brother. See you, mate.
You too, brother. Bye.
Bye. I'm just gonna. All right, we'll go. Yani, get ready, brother. You're next. You
G'day,
on?
Luke.
What's
How you
going
going?
on? Yeah, not
How's
too
it
bad
going, mate?
yourself.
Yeah,
Good,
not bad.
man.
All good. Yeah.
What do you think of the game?
Look, I'll be honest. At first,
Be
like
honest, mate.
after
Be
the
honest with
game,
me. That's what I want.
I was pretty pissed off. Like I was lost it. The umpiring the last quarter was horrendous, but you can't blame it all on that. I thought we went too tall.
Yep.
Cox, Cameron. I mean, my check, he's not that tall, but I just feel when you're losing Darcy Moore, you're lacking height down back, and then you're going and
Yep.
putting height down forward. It doesn't add up.
Yeah.
And
Very.
that's where it costed us, because like we only had one 200-centimeter player down back in Rufford, and he played a good game, but he can't do it all by himself. He's 30, 31. He's not like
Yeah.
Darcy Moore. He's not with Darcy Moore. So I thought
Yep.
that's why on the rebound at times we were a bit slow, and our skills sometimes, like, there was a moment where it was like Grundy to Cox to Cameron. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is where's someone that can actually run. But yeah.
So when you say that about going too tall up forward and not enough down back, what did you think of when Harvey opted to play Imagine in that Darcy Moore role and not like someone like Mark Keane or even Will Kelly or Tom Wilson, and they've gone with Madge.
Look, I actually think Madge played okay. He didn't play too bad. He played not bad. But I think he would have been better supported by another, like maybe, Keane, maybe not Wilson, because I don't think Wilson's quite yet up to scratch. Wilson, but I think Keane is a better fit.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to get up, sort of see how Imagine went today. I'm trying to get up his stats.
I think he had 19 disposals.
19 at 79, so we'll call it 80% disposal efficiency. So
Not terrible.
Not terrible. 6 turnovers, 9 intercept possessions, which is nice. So not terrible. The things that with Imagine and to a lesser extent, or not to a lesser extent, but Josh Thomas is we all see we're all looking at the one or two mistakes that they make, and you wouldn't I didn't know that Imagine had 9 intercept possessions. So but yeah, look, I'll just put this comment up and can you see that? Madge CFC underscore 1892 says Madge gets you nervous with ball in hand every time. And I think that's it as well. Like, look, he might go at 80%, and it might not be counted as a turnover, but when he gets the ball in hand, you do get a little bit nervous, you do get a little bit shaky.
Yeah, well, it's mainly when they score a point, because like Rufford, he doesn't like to kick it long. He likes to just do those little dinky, stupid kicks in the back line, which I hate him. I hate it with a passion. But I agree with what that comment says. Yeah, he does get you nervous with ball in hand. And I also thought Quaynor, he's playing all right. He's had disposals, but he's not getting that run anymore. Like maybe once or twice a game, he's really running it from half back. He's not going for that handball receive like Maynard has been.
And that could be I'm just trying to get his stats up now. That could be game plan. He went at 70%, 3 turnovers, but let me see how meters gained. Yeah, only 250 meters gained, 13 pressure acts. Yeah, nothing forward of center he grabbed. So
yeah.
I can see there was a comment here. Too many clangers and turnovers from IQ recently by Marud.
Yeah, he's got a point.
I think what you're saying is right. There hasn't been, like the Melbourne game, there was a lot of run. There was a lot of that fast play, but we didn't see that. We didn't see that today. We went for a real, just a real slower than, like I was telling Kev, it was slower than anything Buckley's put up in the last couple of weeks. We've been building up for 6 weeks, like I've been saying in my videos, and then we do this, and it's you just hate to see it. You just absolutely hate to see it.
Yeah, definitely. But I think
I'm gonna get Jakey on, and I'll catch you next time, Yani.
Yeah, cheers, Luke.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for coming on. Cheers, mate. Bye. Jake, how you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Look, a little bit disappointed from today, but yeah, it's football, I guess. You win some, you lose some, I guess.
Exactly, mate. What are your thoughts anyway?
I think the effort was there today. Effort was definitely there. A lot of costly mistakes. Yep. I feel some of them were too selfless. Like there was Taylor Adams in the first quarter when he had a clear goal and he should have just kicked it, but he passed it off. And I'm not too sure if it was marked or not, but just simple things like that, they cost us so much in a tight game.
Yeah, it's those little 1 to 2% things that you could tighten up. And I do remember that. I think that was there was another one with Josh Thomas that did the same as well.
Yeah.
Just look, like I was saying, like I've been saying, what we put up in that last quarter, 5 goals, was incredible. What we were able to do. Okay, they won it. They won in the end. But what we were able to do in that last quarter, when we gave ourselves the green light to run, to take the game on, to attack, like the Melbourne game, we're a good fucking side. And you don't show that for 3 quarters. You don't show that, and then you're like, actually, we're 4 goals down. Let's show something. Let's show something now.
Yeah, 100%. Look, listen to the other guy. I just think Magden. I'm done with him.
Imagine.
He's just
Yeah,
not good
yeah,
enough. He
yeah,
he makes us costly mistakes.
yeah,
He was on Liam Henry a couple of times. And he just torched him.
yeah.
And him and Callum Brown for me just don't do enough for this team. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. It's what this platform's for. Like there was one where I think it was the last quarter. Last quarter. Anyway, whatever it was Henry on. Fuck, it is Liam Henry, right? Anyway, I think it was Henry on Magin, and Henry obviously smaller, quicker. Imagine was about 2 or 3 meters playing off him, and he fucking gets one out the back, and that's just footy. It's footy IQ. Like when you're a defender, you wanna, for lack of a better term, and if there's anyone under fucking 15, you wanna stick onto them like a fly on shit. You just have to stay. You have to stay on them if you're a defender. And I know that sometimes that's not how we play. And I know Darcy Moore likes to play off his man, but Darcy Moore's not a one-on-one defender. But imagine is you gotta be accountable, especially when someone's that small. It's like playing Charlie Cameron without anyone near him. Of course, he's gonna score a goal.
Yeah, and just like the Freo's transition from like the kick-ins, they'll get it in there straight away, just like that. And every time, like I was obviously at the game, so you can sort of see like what's happening. The Freo players would be like spares inside their forward 50. But I was just thinking, where's our defenders? What are they doing? So that was really annoying. I don't know what to say. They're a good team. Even like James H, like every time I looked at there was a Freo player, it was him. It was just like, of course we had to get rid of him. But
that absolutely that hurts. That hurts. Even though like, he couldn't hit a Collingwood jumper when he was playing with us, but it still hurts to see that he's doing so well. But good on him, third club and doing so well. But fuck, it's the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, the umpiring was pretty poor.
The whole game,
costly decisions as well. Like, I don't like to blame them, but pretty dodgy ones. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. Thank you so much, Jake. I'll jump Harry on, but as always, thanks for coming on for the second week in a row. Appreciate you.
No worries. Take care.
Thanks, see you, mate. Bye. Harry.
All right, hey man, how's it going?
Bro? Yeah,
good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. What do you think of the game, bud?
Yeah, well, I think more and more every time I look at it, and I thought it's happened not just this season, but for the last few years. One of our biggest weaknesses is when we're trying to, make something happen, just playing safe the whole time. Playing safe down the lines, 50 meters down the lines. And you just think, I know sometimes there's nothing in the middle, but you kind of have to just create something. Sometimes you just have to force it and, there's nothing there. But I wanted to ask you, because usually after a game I can think who was our best, who was our worst. This game I really can't decide who was our best and who was our worst. It was just it was almost like nothing came out of it for me when it came to players' efforts. I think Maynard I liked, but I don't know. Stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like it was just, I think everything just kind of overshadowed like that just that kind of loss, that numbness. But I think Maynard, despite that 50 that he gave away, I think he had a good run at it. I think Taylor Adams coming back from that injury and just he let me just check what his stats were. Taylor Adams, look, he went at fucking Jesus Christ. He went at 60% disposal efficiency from 32 disposals, but he gives us like 7 clearances. You know what I mean? Like 6 tackles. He gives us something, 9 inside 50s. So you can kind of discount that 60% because he is giving us something. And I think he just gives 120%. You know what I mean? And you'd be with that guy through battle lines. You're right there.
Yeah, I would argue that Adams is maybe our most important player. I'd argue. Yep. I think the thing we've been struggling with is winning it out of the center, or if we do win it, winning it when we need to win it. Like when it's a very important part of the game and we have to try and switch it from full back to full forward, we're not that good at it, in my opinion.
I think it's not that we're not good. I think that we're just too slow.
Yeah, well, I think being too slow is the reason why we're not good at it.
Yeah.
But I think what annoys me, and I don't want to be Mr. Negative here, but when you do the little chip kicks down the back, and I disagree with people that you should never kick it backwards and stuff. I think switching's very good. But when there's nothing there, like you're not looking ahead for the switch, you're just thinking go backwards and hope there's a switch there. What ends up happening, I saw it about 5 or 6 times this game. You kick it 20 meters backwards, and then there's nothing there, so you kick it 20 meters to a guy who kind of was already there the last play. So it's just gone back to exactly where it is. Yeah. There's no point of that, you know?
Yeah. So you're not really gaining any sort of territory. You're not making any inroads to attack.
And when you do it, all it does is just build pressure.
Yeah, and what happens with that is, you're right. It builds the pressure and it creates perceived pressure from the Fremantle players. They come at you. There was a bit where just over handballing, it turns it over, but then that goes like you said. We do that because we're so slow at transitioning and stuff like that. Fremantle just set up well, and you just can't move it forward. So that's all you can do, and it's just. We just need to take the game. Like, I know it's so simple to say, but we just need to take the game on more. That's really all it is.
Yeah, and it has to be, because I think this was the last thing I say, because I know I talk a bit too much.
Nah, don't stress, mate.
In the I think it was near the end of the third quarter. I think it was near the end, but at some stage around the third quarter, I think we kind of looked a bit better. We were playing poor and we looked a bit more dangerous. We kept that flow going, moved the ball quickly. And we did it very well. We took risks. I think could have been I don't know who it was, but someone did a beautiful 50-meter kick straight to JT, and we were off.
I think it was Nathan Murphy.
That's who it was, Murphy,
yeah, from the pocket. Yeah.
And we do that, and I'm sure it's easier said than done, but we do something right, and maybe we'll turn it over, but you've got to try and do it. And when we do it, we either stop doing it or we start doing it too late. Like we did that in the last 5 minutes of the third quarter, I believe.
Yeah.
It kills it, and then it didn't happen in the fourth quarter for a while.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, man.
It's it's just like it's just like you do something good, and then you stop doing it. It just kills us.
Yeah. That's just what we've been dealing with for the last couple of years. It's just something works and we don't persist with it. The only thing that we persist with is things that don't work, and that's not the players. That's the way that they're coached, and hopefully it changes next year when we just have a clear out and get a whole new bunch of coaches.
Yeah.
All right, Harry. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to answer some questions on the chat, and I'll get to everyone in the videos in a sec. But thanks, Harry, man. Nice meeting you today, brother.
All right. Thank you, man. Cheers.
Thanks, man. See ya. Bye. All right. I want to talk about this one. Rick Johnson. Give Tohul a go. He played really well in the back line today for the VFL. 200 centimeters, 91 kilos. He had plenty of internet marks and possessions. It was really good one-on-one and can use the ball by foot. Yes. He's been on the list for 3 to 4 years. 2 to 3 years maybe. Why not? We're not going to make finals now, right? Whatever glimmer of hope or glimpse of hope we had isn't there anymore. And can he be any worse than Madgen or what Madgen puts up? Look, I don't like giving it to players. You know that. I kind of just try and fucking take it easy, and it's like a form of bullying when you just give it to players. But imagine some days he can be great, and some days he can't. That's just what it is. Give give Tohu a go. We may as well test these untried players because there's literally nothing to lose. There's literally nothing to lose. And against St Kilda, it would be perfect. 200 centimeters, chuck him in the back line. He might be. Look, when you think about it, Jordan Roughhead is 31. Jeremy Howe is 31. They've probably only got 1 or 2 years left in them. We need another key position back. I don't think Tohu will be that one-on-one Jordan Roughhead type, the Stephen May type back. But if he can float like Barras and like Darcy and Howie does, fucking perfect. All right, what else have we got? Thank you, Rick, for that. Take this off. I've seen some. All right, here, I want to talk about this one. Majek kicked 1-4 today. This season, he was going at less than 50% accuracy in front of goal. Kicked 22-22 for the season. Well, that is 22-22. It would be 50%. 50%. He's doing all right. Just thought I'd mention it. Yeah, look, Majek is a weird one in the sense that, yeah, he has been inaccurate this year, but some of the delivery to him, or not even the delivery to him, we don't utilize him as much as we should. We're looking for other options, and I don't think a forward line consisting of, at one stage it was Grundy, Mychek, fucking Cox, Elliott. I just don't think that works, and Mychek should be, at the moment when we don't have that big forward, Mychek needs to be that focal point. I can't remember if all his shots came from marks or what. He just said he has missed some out on the full, thus less than 50%. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, he just needs to be a little bit more of a focal point. What else have we got? Lots of Ben King talks. Why don't we give IQ a run through the middle? Also, Bianco. Oh my God, Bianco. Also, Bianco, what a star he's going to be. Why not? Why not? I think we give what we've done this year is because we put Crisp in the middle, that takes off that half back. So if you want to put IQ in the middle, you bring Crisp out and put him at half back, and then they interchange like that. But Bianco is going to be an absolute star. Rory says, reckon Reef will get a gig before year's end. I think the last injury thing had him at 5 to 6 or 4 to 6 weeks with that. I think it was a syndesmosis injury. So 4 to 6 weeks puts him at 15. Fuck, he'd be pushing. He'd be pushing for a last round debut. If that, I wouldn't risk him. I'd just play him in the VFL for the rest of the year. Because he's had 2 or 3 games in the VFL. So let him put on another preseason full of muscle and come out firing next year. Max Lamb says, what's wrong with Johnson? He didn't play VFL today. Johnson's done something to his hand. I think it was a finger. I'm hearing that he will be out for 4 or so weeks, which is just a classic welcome to Collingwood thing. What I've noticed today doing this Squawk with Swoop is that I think there are a lot of people watching the Melbourne Essendon game because we've got 26 viewers. Last week we had about 150, or the week before, sorry, because it was a Monday and there was no other game on. So this is very interesting. But we live and learn. If you want to jump on, yeah, I'll post that link again. Jump on, have a chat with me. I got nothing. I'm waiting for a pizza. I got nothing to do. Will Cox play against St Kilda? Has he been good enough today? Someone just said McMahon kicked 4 goals in the VFL today. Will Cox play against St Kilda? Fuck. I don't know. I don't think so. What I would do is, what is Collingwood have to know what are their goals for the end of the year. Okay, obviously, take away, get a new coach, take away this, take away that. Where do you want to sit at the end of the year? Do you think you can win 5 out of the remaining 8 games? Do you think you can only win 3 out of the remaining 8 games? We're not going to know this. We can just assume, But do we say, okay, let's just go into a huge rebuild. Cox won't play here next year. Josh Thomas won't play here next year. Madge's not going to play here next year. XYZ aren't going to play here next year. So let's bring in McMahon to see what we can do. Let's bring back Ollie Henry. Let's bring in McRae. Let's bring in this. Let's bring in that. Maybe not all at the same time, but if you're going to fucking rebuild, start the rebuild right now. So that was a long-winded answer. Will Cox play against St Kilda? Honestly, I wouldn't do it. He didn't show enough today. But it was his first game back. Maybe they give him one more chance, or hear me out. Don't play him against St Kilda, right? Give McMahon a go, or Ollie Henry. Bring Cox in against Richmond. That's all we really want to see. Bring Cox in against Richmond. God. One sec. All right, let me go through. Swoop, do you think we can do a Sydney Swans and jump up the ladder next season, or do you feel this will be... So, I think this is how I see it right now, and from what I know and what I've heard, I think that this is our 2017 season. And next year is going to be our 2018 season, in the sense that, we probably won't make the grand final, right? Just fucking take that out of your head. We probably won't make top 4. But I think we can push for a top 8 spot next season, because our core players are good. Our team's pretty good. Our middle bracket, 21 to 25, they're a good bunch of kids, right? Sure, some injuries prevent and stuff like that, but 21 to 25, good bracket of kids. You get Nick Dacos in. He's not going to be a savior, but he's going to be another midfield cog that we need. I think we play finals next year. I really, really do think we play finals next year with a good coach, with a good system, with a good game plan. I think we can do a Sydney Swans. Whoop. One second. Thank you. All right, pizza's here. That's all right. We'll keep going. We'll persist. Pineapple on the pizza. Let me answer your question. Oh, I got meat lovers. I thought I got pizza with the lot, but I got meat lovers. But yeah, I'll answer your question now. Pineapple on pizza? Yes. I love pineapple on pizza. Do I love pineapple in general? Not really, but pineapple on pizza, yes. Let's see. Taylor says bring in McMahon. Yes, definitely. May as well. 4 goals in the VFL is good enough. And what did Cox provide, Good enough. Thomas says, mate, I'll have to jump on, but I'm still pretty riled up about everything. I don't think I've got anything amazing to say. Could have still been pushing finals if we weren't so unlucky. And that's, look, man, if you want to jump on and have a vent, that's exactly what this platform is for. But I totally understand, brother. That's fine. Could have been pushing finals. Pipe dream, but we could have. We really, really could have. And then this fucking happens. Loudon, hopefully I pronounced that right, says, what is the main difference in the coaching style between Bucks and Harvey, in your opinion? Let me explain with some garlic bread. Right? This is the Collingwood football coaching staff, right? This is Nathan Buckley, right here. This is Nathan Buckley, right? And he's gone. We go next in line. Harvey. See this bit here? Right? That's still remnants of Buckley. So Harvey still has a little bit of Buckley in him. It's the exact same game plan. This is the exact same thing, right? No different. The boys want some garlic bread now. No different. The exact same thing. God, I really shoved that garlic bread in my mouth. All right. What else we got? Did Bucks taste good? Bucks tasted really good. I love garlic bread, man. This is ASMR with Swoop. Loudon, which year is our next genuine premiership run? All right, no more eating. Which year is our next genuine premiership run? Fuck. Look, it's probably 3 to 5 years away. 3 to 5 years away. As hard as, unless a miracle happens next year, Jeremy Howe, Jordan Roughhead, fucking Chris Mayne, Scott Pendlebury, Steele Sidebottom, they're not going to be a part of our next premiership side. I can guarantee you that. What are your thoughts on Mark William as a coach, and who should we target as a senior coach in the off-season, in your opinion? I don't think Mark Williams as a senior coach. I think he could be a good senior assistant, and we need his footy smarts. He's been at, Port, Richmond. Look what he's done with Richmond and stuff like that. Melbourne now. Who should we target? Sam Mitchell. I don't think anyone but Sam Mitchell. I think what needs to happen is we need a young coach to grow with the team. Clarkson would be amazing to get, right? But we need a young coach to grow with the team, because we're not just a 2 or 3 year project. We're like Buckley said, and like they were saying, we're a 4 to 5 or 3 to 5 year project, and then some. You want to create a dynasty, I think Sam Mitchell is your man. Oh, but Luke, what has he done? He's been at West Coast when they won a premiership. He coached captain at Hawthorn. He's been coached by Alistair Clarkson, and he's doing good stuff. That's why. Do you think any positives came out of tonight? Yeah, that last quarter was all positives. 5 goals, attacking football. You take the first 3 quarters and then that last quarter, and they're miles apart. They are miles apart. That last quarter was absolutely phenomenal. 5 goals or whatever it was. Great. That's the positive there, Yes, we lost. Yes, we lost by 2 goals. Yes, the umpire sucked. We fucking fucked up. This, that. But that last quarter was so good, and it just proves that we are a good coach. Are a good coach. Are a good side. Who you got next for captain? Adam's injured too much. Can you tell I'm hungry? Adam's injured. Look, Darcy Moore in the same ilk, injured too much. Maynard, I could possibly see Maynard as captain. Just gives 100. With your captain, you want someone that gives obviously 120% at all times. You look at you look at Patrick Cripps. You look at fucking Rory Sloane. It's just someone that it just keeps on giving. And Maynard could be that guy, but are we going to base it off injuries? I don't really know. Like Adams has to be. Adams is only injured because of those knees, and that was because of fucking Grundy. If you had said Moore, I'd be like, yeah, Moore's always injured. But give me Moore and Adams as go captains. Young coach in theory, good in theory, but Collingwood is hard for a young coach. We get ripped in the media all the time. Yeah, that's true as well. But when they say when you learn to swim, you need to swim. You need to start swimming in the deep end because you have to. They can't have that support. You want to coach and you want to be part of the big time. What better workplace than the Collingwood Football Club to get your credentials up? Mitchell apparently has declined an invitation to meet with Collingwood. I can guarantee you. I don't know who your source is, but I can guarantee you that that's not the case, and that we will be meeting with Mitchell at some stage. At some stage. What about Grundy as captain? Might be good for him, like Max scored. Grundy, I think in one of my early videos last year or the year before, I floated the Grundy as captain idea. I think that was more of an incentive for him to stay and sign. I could see that, but Grundy, like I said, you want someone 120%. Grundy today was just very sluggish, just walking around. I don't know if he was injured or anything. Is he captain? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think Grundy is captain material? Should we target Wiedemann? Is Wiedemann going to kick you 4 or 5 games? 4 or 5 goals in a gap. Okay, we don't have key forwards kicking 4 or 5 goals, but is he going to be a main man? What's he done at Melbourne recently? I would love Wiedemann back. You know, that Wiedemann name at the club, of course, you want that, but we passed on him for. I not we passed on him, but you know, we kind of passed on him for a reason, and well, he got dropped by Melbourne, and he didn't do anything against us, so probably not. Hey, look, guys, when you see things like this as well, put your comments in. You know, and we'll have a chat about it. Bo McCreary did his hammy. Josh Hargreaves says, who comes in for Bo next week? Oh, my God. I love this question. But, Josh, I love this question because a couple of weeks ago when Bo injured his calf, Buckley said no one plays Bo's role, or there's no one else to play. I've got flies in my hand. There's no one else to play Bo's role in the team. Now, you can see this as two things, right? You can see this as fantastic. Bo is an amazing player, and we're kind of a less better team without him in the team. Good. Great for Bo. Amazing. Love that. You can see that as another thing. Why the freaking hell, right? PG, why the freaking hell do we not have anyone that can be a pressure forward and kick goals and are coming forward? Where did we go so wrong in recruiting that we don't have that player? Right? That's why I was pushing for Tyson Stengel, right? That crumbing forward can apply that pressure, small crumbing forward, like Jared Blair was, like Leon Davis was, like Alan Didak was, like Jamie Elliott used to be. Jamie Elliott kind of plays in the midfield, kind of plays tall right now. So who comes in for Bo next week? I don't have a clue because we don't have a player like him. Maybe you bring in Jack Ginnivan, you know, he kicked 3 goals in the VFL. Or maybe you bring in maybe you go the opposite way and you bring in a McRae or a Rantel again, maybe, to play that midfield time so Jamie Elliott doesn't have to play. But remember as well, Jordan De Goey does come back next week. So Jordan De Goey could just be Bo's replacement. Jordan De Goey in the middle, Jamie Elliott full-time forward. Oh, God, that got me worked up. Yeah, look, I love this. JT, Lukey Pookie. I used to get called Lukey Pookie. JT played a good game, same as Hoskin Elliott. Yes, they're coming in. Look, I don't want to say they're coming into that 2018 form, but they're playing. They're getting better. They're getting better, and that's why I guess Bucks persisted with them. Should they have been dropped? Yes, but look, persistence pays off, and they are playing, better, and we love them for it. They are the OG swoopers, right? They are the OG swoopers. Don't you worry about that. Brody says Pendlebury will not be captain next year since it will be his last year and he wants to play under another captain. Yes, I don't know if it'll be his last year, but Pendlebury's always said that he wants to play under another captain. So yeah, it could be next year. It could be next year. Call to SCN Swears. Oh, so this is about Mitchell. He knows Mitchell personally. Look, if that's true, if let's just hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, it's true that Mitchell doesn't want to meet with us. Fine. Take him off the fucking table. Someone if he just doesn't want to meet with us because he's got the Hawthorn job, sure, good on him. Amazing. Love that for him. If he doesn't want to meet with us because he just doesn't want to meet with us, see you later, mate. There's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out, if that's the case. But I can tell you that's not the case, and we're still going to get down. We're still going to interview Mitchell. Hoss was good today. Yes, agree. Absolutely, mate. Rate Maine's work rate. Let's see what Maine looked like because he did. Maine is just a machine. Yes, he probably won't be there next year. I think his contract's up. But let's see what he looked like today. This bastard. 92% disposal efficiency for 200 meters gained, not bad. One clearance, but he was in the middle. 100 minutes game time, 24 disposals. Maine is that guy that is always there in the back line. You can always rely on him, right? Okay, he doesn't gain 500 meters, but who the fuck gains 500 meters every single day, every single game? So, yes, I agree. I do rate Maine's work rate. Why didn't they appeal Degoe's suspension? Nah, Degoe absolutely went for Oliver's head. He deserved probably 2 weeks for that, to be honest. Who's got the highest ceiling? Who's got the highest ceiling? Poltergeist or Bianco? They'll mark my words right now. They'll both be 250 game players. Most of the main disposal just tip kicks into. Yeah, look, his disposals are, some of them are chip kicks, of course, but at least he's there to help his teammates out. And yeah, they could be easy, but you could say that about anybody that's playing in the defense and is just chip kick. When your game plan is chip kicking around the defensive 50, right? Yes, that obviously is going to pad the stats, but if that is your game plan and you want to chip it around 50, I'd rather be in Maine's hands than Jack Magin's. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Bianco, future skipper, yes. Degoe will come in for McCreary, guessing Kelly or McMahon for Cox, and perhaps Keane or Tohill for Magin. I think that's pretty sound. That might be the way to go. When does Roscoe come back into the side? I don't think he does. Look, I don't really rate Roscoe that highly. I thought from last year he could be the next Steve-O, give us what we need, but I don't know. Maybe he's still injured or something. And I'd love to give him one more go and just see what he does. But look, I don't rate him too highly, but that's just football. All right, look, I am Thomas. See you later, buddy. But I am going to go as well because my pizza is getting cold. We've been on here for 50 minutes. Look, I'm going to hopefully, let me just tell you, everyone be free on Wednesday night because just between you and 39 of yous, there might be a Squawk with Swoop that's very tantalizing and one you're not going to want to miss. If it works out, I'm going to have a very special guest on where you can submit questions and we'll answer some questions. It's going to be good. Trust me. But until then, like, comment, subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. Follow me on Instagram, Swoop Luke. Follow me on Twitter, Swoop Luke. And until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you all later.